Hello everyone, so today I'm going to talk about version controlling with Git. So how do we control versions with Git, or more importantly, what is a version? So let's say I have a bunch of thread and I try to sew that into a sock so that I can wear it. I can call this sock as a version 1. Similarly, if I try to make a sock doll out of the sock, now that is a different version and I can call that as a version 2. So why is that? Because the form it takes, initially the thing was just thread, right? Then we changed its form to a sock. Sock doesn't have the form of thread and thread doesn't have a form of sock. So they two are totally different versions of the same thing. Similarly, when I change the form of sock to a doll, both of them have different forms. So they are of different versions. Let's say I want to convert version 2 to version 1. I want to jump from version 2 to version 1. In that case, it's going to be a little hard and it's going to get a lot messier. Similarly, let's say I have a software file that can be stored in a hard disk in a binary format. I can have multiple versions because I'm going to work on some of those files, say. In such cases, if I want to move between the versions, it's going to get a lot more uglier. And that's where Git comes in. Unfortunately, Git can't help me with my sock problem, but it sure can help with the software files. So let's see how we can use Git, to solve our problem. So let's say I want to create a file. So I do that. Let's say I give the file name as example. So all I'm going to type in the file is hi YouTubers. Alright. So I'm going to save this as version 1. Let's consider this as version 1. Alright. So let's say I want to change this version. I'm going to work on this file and I'm going to edit it. So I just changed YouTubers to all. Alright. Now I have edited it and I'm going to call this as version 2. Now let's say I want to get back to version 1. How am I going to do that? So this is simple, right? We simply erase the all and replace with YouTubers. So let's imagine the file had like 1000 line change between version 1 and 2. Will that be possible again? No. So what people did in the past was they used to copy, keep a backup of different versions so that they can get back later. But this had a lot of problem because you don't know which version is backed up, and you need to do those things manually, and there is no kind of tracking like what that version is, like what are the changes made. You need to do all these things manually. So this is where Git comes in to automate all this stuff, so that we can move between different versions easily. We can track the changes between the versions and things like that. So let's say I wanna track this file. Alright, so let me make this version 1. Alright, so let's consider this as version 1. So now I'm gonna ask the Git to do the version control for me. So to do that, we just type git init. We have created a Git repository and that's what our directory is called right now, because Git is doing the version control within this folder. Alright, so let's check the status. So just in case, if you're working on Windows, you can go ahead and download the exe file for the Git, and once you have installed, you can right click the directory that contains the files that needs to be versioned, and you'll have a git bash option in your context menu. Once you click that, you'll have a terminal like this, and you can go ahead and type git init there. Almost similar. So here it says the file is untracked, so I want to go ahead and make it track my file. So it's simple. It says just add, use git add. So I'm going to use git add. So what it does is it simply adds this file to its tracking mechanism. Alright. So now we are tracking this file, but we have not saved it as a version. Like, we have not saved it such a way that we can restore it whenever we need it. To do that, we use the command called git commit, So M stands for there's a additional message like explaining what the commit is all about. So I'm gonna type here as version 1. Alright, so now let's go ahead and edit the file. Alright, now we have created the version 2. If we go ahead and use the git status, you can see the file has been modified. Again, we need to add this so that git can track it. Alright, the dot means that any file that is in the directory, if it's untracked, please track it. So we are saying it, the git to track all the files in the current directory. So since we have added, now I am gonna make another commit. I'm gonna call this as version 2. Alright, so let's say I wanna get back to version 1 now. Alright, you can use this. You just need to get the commit ID. Alright, you can see the version 2 has a commit ID this long, version 1 has commit ID this long. So go ahead and use this git checkout command and followed by the commit ID which contains your version. Alright, our final edit was hi all. So let's now check if the file has been replaced with version 1, that is hi YouTubers. Yeah, we have hi YouTuber. That's nice. So we have shifted from version 2 to version 1. Let's say I want to get back to the latest version. You just type in git checkout master. Alright, so now if we go ahead and check it, we can see we are in version 2. So that's how you get back between the version 1 and 2. And for more detailed description, please do check the link in the description below. I hope this should clarify a little bit on what Git is all about. If you like this video or dislike this video, please do let me know why in the comments below so that I can make my videos more awesome. Thank you guys. Have a great day.